step you want to take. And by the way, I have some really great information to share with you on this episode, because as we're doing this, I'm able to compare month to month the differences in the marketplace. So that's something that I believe is an added value to you as well. So again, here we are at ReloToBaja. Go to MLS search, click on property search, and it's going to take you to this screen right here, which I've already prepared for us. Again, you want to play with these fields. We're going to leave it as is, Baja California Sur. If you did want to do a more refined search, you can play around with these already curated areas. But we're going to look at the entire MLS on this one. And we're only going to look at $101. And the reason why I add that $1 in, we don't want to repeat what we saw in our last episode exactly at the $100,000 price point. So again, $101 to max price of $200,000. And I want to share this with you. This is really important. Any beds, any bathrooms, I left it just like that. Property type, houses and condos, and under the More tab, I left it wide open with nothing ticked, nothing marked. And I wanted to do that because look at this, 151 results. Last month when we did episode 2 of our first cycle, there was about 163 odd listings. This includes homes, condos, and fractional ownership, which I'll get into. If you don't know what fractional ownership is, guys, real quick, you can buy deeded and titled forever and forever, right? You can will it with your family and all that other good stuff. It is deeded property, but instead of buying the full property, you can maybe just buy what you know you're going to use. You know, those 6 weeks, those 4 weeks, or whatever fraction is offered to you that fits your usage. And what's nice about that is that you're buying a property that is fully maintained, fully furnished, literally turnkey. All you have to do is show up and use it. So again, if you want to know more about fractional ownership, make sure to send me a email or text me. If you email me, I'll respond within 24 hours. If you text me, I'll respond within about 1 hour or so. Just give me a chance to respond and I'll be there right away. All right, so that difference between last month's episode and this one, we're looking at about an 8% difference approximately in inventory. And I'm talking less inventory this month than there was last month. And that is also true with the inventory under $100,000. So what does that mean to you? Well, we're definitely seeing less and less inventory month to month right now. You know, that means that's good. That's buyer activity, inventory is going down. So if you're a seller, you know, that means that you're going to be able to negotiate a little bit more or you have a better price point. If you're a buyer, hurry up. Now is the time to take action as that inventory becomes less. Sellers are going to hold more firmly to their price points. It's that simple, guys. So it still is a buyer's market under the $1 million price point. And that is because we're still historically at almost 2,500 total listings on the MLS. So it is a buyer's market. As you can see, however, we are definitely moving inventory. Under the $100,000, we looked at about a 20% movement in the inventory from 1 month to the next. Here it's about an 8%. So as we continue to go up in price point, we're likely to see maybe less movement. I don't know. Stick with us and check out our future episodes this month of November to see what those differences are. All right, so I look forward to seeing you guys in future episodes. In the meantime, to refine this specific search, I am going to do 2 things. We're going to leave the price point alone, but we're going to add in this. We're going to move the number of bedrooms from any to 2 bedrooms and bring it down to 3 bedrooms as well. And we're going to move the bathrooms up to 2 bathrooms minimum. So again, bedrooms from 2 to 3 bedrooms, bathrooms 2 bedrooms or more, doesn't matter, right? And we reduced it down to 81 results, almost half. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add in a view description, and we're going to put this here at ocean view because, you know, you're not going to come all this way to not go all the way and get the view, right? So here we are. We reduced it down to 30. And that's what I like to do for you when you ask me to set up a customized property search. I want you to get on average about 45 listings, okay? Because that's enough to view, right? And again, we want to refine that search to match your criteria to show you properties that are only of high interest to you, right? That's what we want to do. So let's take a look at these 30 listings. And to do that, I'm going to be using the map over here on the side. Now remember, the MLS covers an area all the way as far north as Santa Rosalia on the on the Sea of Cortez side, and about San Juanico, Scorpion Bay over here on the Pacific side. And that's thanks to all of our affiliate agents and brokers that we have as far north as Loreto, because they will cover this area right here, these guys in the Loreto area. That's quite impressive. So as you can see, as I zoom in with the map, there's no results. So what this is telling us is that there's nothing to find with an ocean view designation, 2 bedrooms to 3 bedrooms in the $100,000 to $200,000 range. Now, don't worry, I did check it before. There's nothing with any bedrooms, any bathrooms in this price point. So let's scroll down a little bit here on the map. And I'm just clicking and dragging the map, as we go down, and we're gonna reach the La Paz area right here. And this is where we're starting to see now some properties. So we see that there's one property right here, Ocean View. Oops, didn't mean to do that, but it worked. Ocean View right here in the La Paz metropolitan area. So let's take a look at that one. It's this one right here. I'm gonna open that one up for you guys. And then there's 4 properties in the Centenario area, which I'll share with you what it is. Centenario is a newer community that's developing just west of La Paz, on the other side of the international airport that La Paz offers, as you head up Highway 1 that eventually will get you to Loreto. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Now this is interesting. Here's a fractional ownership property. We were just talking about fractional ownership. So let's take a look at that. And this is looks like a pretty house. These are all renders. So you know what, I'm gonna go with these 2 because one is fractional and one looks like it's ready for delivery. As you can clearly tell, let me click on that again. If you were interested in price points under the 190,000, you're definitely gonna find this at 174, 159.9. It looks like it's the same community, same developer. He's doing pre-construction sales, so you can definitely find those, and they're in the Centenario area. Remember, with pre-construction sales, you wanna make sure that you and your agent, hopefully that's me, will help you do the due diligence that you need to make sure that this developer is going to deliver in the time that he promises, with the finishes that he promises, with the quality of the construction that he promises, right? And again, your money is safe in that particular investment. But let's take a look at these properties. Okay, so this one was La Paz. No, this one was La Paz. And let's look at the map. Again, use the hybrid function. The hybrid function, it looks like, yeah, there we go. The hybrid function allows you to see both the satellite view and the streets, right? Which is really cool. So it really gives you a good sense of where you're at. And one of the things that I enjoy doing about that is, like, for example, here, let's see if this works for me. Okay, well, I guess there isn't any immediate restaurants around there. I guess it depends on where the location is. Isabela Católica, this is one of the stronger streets here. So you really are in the heart of La Paz with this specific property. As you can see, you're several blocks away from the Malecón, but don't worry, it's easy to get to. Most of these streets are one-way streets, so you can just go boom right to where you're going. The Malecón is this main road right here that is water frontage road. It is the boardwalk, very well coveted by families and tourists alike. It's a great place to get some exercise in, stroll, walk, skateboard, roller skate, watch morning sunrises, sunsets. It's phenomenal. It literally goes on what seems like for miles all the way out here, and you can take it all the way back. It's a great way to get some exercise in, and a beautiful way to view the city and the waterfront area right here. So let's take a look at this property and what it has to offer. 167, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 730 plus square feet. Again, this is a new construction, kind of like what we were talking about a moment ago in the Centenario area. We want to make sure we do our homework. These renders look phenomenal. Looks like you have a loft area here. So there's likely a ground floor sleeping area, and then a top floor. That's all she wrote for these photographs. I really wish they'd give us more renders, especially on a pre-construction property. I mean, that's not more than about 7 odd photographs. Pre-sale, exclusive condominium with a private rooftop for each unit. Well, that's a nice feature. Featuring 2 bedrooms, 1 full bathroom, and 1 half bathroom, plus a spectacular terrace equipped with a jacuzzi, pergola, and barbecue area.